Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Atena, awakening from the ordinary life. In the last episode, we had some major happenings in the subway system, and Athena was unconscious, and we're kind of woken up here seeing a vision. And the date here on the computer is 2010. So this is 8 years in the past. So Athena is seeing an event that's taking place here in the past. And of course, there's that doctor, if you remember, from the very beginning of the game, the opening scene, the female doctor that found the mysterious, or was talking about the mysterious thing that they found under the earth. So I want to welcome everybody back to the show. I know it's been a while. I've been really busy. April and May is a really busy time in Japan with the entrance ceremony and lots of other events and school things going on that keep a teacher pretty busy. But we are going to finish this game, and I want to show it off and the full story and try to explain it all and what's going on. Our lovely Atena is getting more and more powers. And hopefully the battle system picks up and becomes more interesting, so we'll have to see. Basically, we're watching a backflash here. And I'm pretty sure the thing that's in the tube there in the center that's glowing is that, person or alien or whatever it was that was made up of pure energy or whatever that they found, in the introduction. But it's interesting, this conversation. There's a conversation about Tantaros here, which Astraios, the clown guy that you've been seeing, pushing Athena along, he's been talking about the Tantaros. And, I don't know, from what I glean from this conversation, it's some kind of super... they've created this supercomputer AI. They have two samples here, Astraios and Berobs, something like that. Astraios, of course, is the clown guy. Maybe the other one is Atena and she doesn't know it. I'm not sure. But apparently Tantalos is this AI they've created, this powerful computer intelligence that's running off of this entity. And they're, kind of having an argument here, the two doctors. Neurocomputer. So it's kind of a living computer, but he's also saying, it's a living entity, so they shouldn't be merging it with a computer system, and that's just, not something you should be doing to a living thing. But, of course, the doctor wants to go ahead with whatever experiment she's doing here, and if this guy's going to get in the way, he's going to be eliminated by Men in Black. That's kind of why Atena kind of ran away there. But all this is just something that happened in the past. He's asking her to wake up, this is dangerous what you're doing. The program could go wild or whatever. But yeah. Since he's not agreeing to the experiments that they're doing, They shot this guy who doesn't even speak to me. AE series, huh? So yeah, I think, I'm not sure, but this is maybe right before she got arrested. And this is maybe what she got arrested for. If you remember in the very beginning, some of those opening scenes, she was arrested for something and her bodyguard got gunned down. But apparently it's possibly for what she's doing here. This project. So Masato is appearing. Perops. So I guess he's the other one. Codename Perops. And then the other one is Astrios. Earth. I love it. Instead of Earth, it's Earth. So 8 years ago, this project, was set into motion. This thing called the Tantaros, which is like a biomechanical,
数十万年前、この地球上には今とは異なる文明が栄えていたんだ。WAD 本社はシベリアでその古代文明の遺跡を発見した。そしてその遺跡の中には一体の古代人の素体があった。
He's explaining what happened
を極東支社に持ち帰った高沖たち研究員は
in the very beginning
古代人の
scenes of the
DNA を
game.
もとに初期原始人工生命研究の一環としてコンピューター上でシミュレーションを始めたんだ。それがタンタロス。
That is Tantalos.
自己成長型ニューロコンピュータープログラム。初めはただそれだ
Using
けの
this
存在に
entity
しか過
for
ぎ
a
なかっ
neurocomputer.
た。しかし彼は研究者たちの予想をはるかに超えて無限に進化し増殖を始めた。タンタロスって人じゃなかったの？そう。
So apparently Tantaros was not a
別のも
person.
のだよ。やがて
If you
何
remember
百
in the
代もの
beginning,
進
they
化と
thought it
増
was a
殖を経
human
て
because it
強
looked
大
like
な
a
自
human
我と
form.
自己防衛本能を身につけたタンタロスは WAD 極東支社を内側から支配し始めた。
But apparently it was
そして
not.
タンタロスは1356世代にまで進化し今や極東支社を完全に掌握している。まさかそんな。もちろん WAD 内部の最高機密さ。人間がコンピューターに操られるなんてあってはならない。おかしいだろ。はるか昔の古代人の意志が復活し今やこの WAD を覆い尽くし町も人も全て支配しているんだ。
Now everything is sort of being controlled by this thing, Tantalos, this computer system with this ancient being in it as its core. But most of the humans on Earth don't realize that it's giving the orders. And it's giving the commands and, manipulating events in the world in present day with Atena. And the computer system, Tantalos, fears Atena because of her incredible ESP powers. Atena could destroy it. And that's probably what we're going to be doing, is fighting against this super intelligent neurocomputer system. And Masato's explaining, at school, that teacher, the government, everybody's been keeping an eye on her under Tantalos' orders because Tantalos is aware of her existence and fears her. And so that's why, that's what Masato is explaining to her now. I'm not quite sure where Masato fits into this yet, but I guess we'll find out. Uh-oh, Masato doesn't look too healthy there. He's comparing himself to that dinosaur. Remember that he was kind of petting the one that was dying in the aquarium? So maybe he was also genetically created or reimagined. You know, it's almost like a Jurassic Park kind of scenario thing, but not just dinosaurs, but people as well. But apparently Masato-kun was recreated somehow as well. And after seeing a bunch of events 8 years in the past, we wake up in the present, finally, after our accident on the subway.
Oh, Athena?
So here's the boy that, you know, keeps pretending to be her hero. And, you know, has a secret crush on her. Her classmates. He's gonna go call the nurse because she's finally awake. Of course, to give him a little bit of alone time. She asked how long she's been sleeping. Just half a day or so, that's not much. How's Rika? Is she okay? She's okay, just some small injuries after the subway incident. Keep your eyes up, man, up. You have nothing to worry about. Your knight is here to protect you. There's that teacher. She's asking him, why are you looking away from me? He's looking away because he doesn't want to be labeled as a pervert, which he is already anyway.
はい。
体は大丈夫か？
はい。
明日は学校へ出られるか？
大丈夫だと思います。
そうか。
わいもちょっとしたら学校へ行きますよって。
The teacher's asking, are you okay to come to school tomorrow? But it sounds like he's up to no good.
なんや、あれだけかいな。けったくそ悪いの、三宮のやつ。
He's like, not a very good teacher.
どないした?
Just coming in to say, are you good for going to school tomorrow? So yeah, I'm not sure if we can trust this teacher or not. He obviously works for WAD. And of course, this WAD organization is technically under the control of the supercomputer that most people don't even realize exists. Wow, Disc 3 already. Okay, hold on a minute, guys, while I switch out my discs to Disc 3, and we'll continue with this very interesting story. Alright, welcome back, everybody. We're heading back to school, apparently, in Chapter 5. So apparently school is going to be over a little earlier today, as there's apparently something going on. So they want everybody to go home, and of course they're keeping an eye on Athena here. They can't let the students know what they're up to, apparently.
先生、何かあったんですか？
放送聞いたな。いいから帰れ。
はーい。
It's like, what's going on, teacher? Why is everybody, you know, they're going home like a little earlier than usual. Because, of course,
オペレーションパターンは
they're setting up a trap for Athena.
今全館をスキャニン
Where
グ
is
させ
the
ている。
target?
間もなく
They're scanning the entire school.
6番をメインに回せ。はっ。だぞ。17時10分ターゲットを捕捉。よし。目標から目を離すな。ただし
Don't let her out of your eyes.
するまで現状のまま待機。我々の目的はあくまでも捕獲であることを忘れないでくれ。了解した。指示を待つ。
He's waiting on standby, but
朝に
he knows they're supposed to capture them, but maybe he's got different orders. Oh man, chapter 5. Aikoku. The operations of calculated risk. There are only 6 chapters, by the way, so we're on 5 here, and we got 1 more after this. But yeah, it's interesting. So Atena needs to give the pendant back to Rika. If you remember at the aquarium chapter, we found Rika's, what do you call it, pendant, you know, with the chain and everything. And apparently we still have it, so Atena, we're looking for Rika here, basically, wanting to give it back to her. But remember, Rika's kind of avoiding us because, you know, she's seen Athena's ESP powers and it's been freaking her out, and so she's been kind of avoiding, you know, Athena a bit. But Athena is going to use this as an excuse. Oh, hey, something glowing. You know, use the pendant as an excuse to talk to Rika and, you know, give it back to her. But yeah, like I was saying, before I got distracted on my own thinking process, the Tantalus computer system is like the one that's ordering, you know, the government and people to keep an eye on her. Maybe they don't even realize it. It's like the Tantalus system is pulling the strings, you know, and once again, it's because Masato said the system is aware of her. You know, it's a living system, and it's aware of Athena and her powers, so it's maybe afraid of her and what she can do, because it's controlling, you know, the world freely, and it doesn't want to lose that control. I wonder if it's like on a satellite in space or in a hidden facility. It's probably in that hidden WAD facility is where the Tantalus computer system is. Yukari. Hey, somebody has a name. It's like half the people this game I've been playing through, it's funny. It's like, you know, student A, student B, student C, and none of them have names. There's like child A, child F. But here's a Yukari. She thought she saw Rika in 1A. So basically, I'm just chasing down Rika right now for the moment. But we'll see how things escalate from here. But this is the school from the very beginning of the game. And it looks like we can go upstairs now, finally. Originally, it was blocked off. Rika! She doesn't seem to be here. This isn't Rika, is it? Did you see her recently? Just recently. She went to the Sannensei floor, second floor. Yeah, see, like, this is student A. Female student A. She doesn't even have a name. So we're just kind of chasing down Rika here. But of course, we're gonna grab some potato chips off of the floor, because potato chips off of the floor are always tastier than when they're just, in the container. So remember the lessons that these games teach you. Potato chips off the floor are okay to eat. What your parents said about it being unhealthy, that's just nonsense. I mean, come on, look at what happens to Atena when she eats potato chips off the floor. She gets superpowers. I'm going to start saving a little more often because I think, we've only got 2 chapters left, so things are going to get serious here pretty quick. Especially with the military looking over us in this episode. Probably not going to let us leave the school alive. But you know what? I am, because I have godlike ESP powers now. Yeah, I can see why the system would fear her. Because of how strong she's becoming. This is the second floor. And yeah, most everybody you talk to, here's boy student C. He saw her in 1A too, but we were like just there, so maybe Rika is, I keep wanting to say Saki, I don't know why. Part of the kanji for her name can be read that way, and so I keep messing up, and her name is Rika, not Saki. Either that or I've been watching too many Saki episodes recently. This guy says, oh, she's just from 1A, but he hasn't seen her. Class 1A is her homeroom. Same as Athena's class. It's funny, all the lockers. Everybody's got these boring, like, generic lockers, but only Rika's locker. She put, like, all the stickers on it and the smiley face, and she had the special thing that said, "This is Rika's locker, nobody touch," kind of thing. But no other student cares to decorate their locker. They're all like boring and generic. So yeah, if you're playing this game and you need some help, of course I'm gonna show the steps for what to do next. And this is another one of those sections of the game where we're gonna be doing some exploring. I'll make cuts if I have to do a lot of backtracking. So this kid D on the floor, boy number D, he lost his contact lens. Oh, I've got psychometry here. Oh hey, so you can use psychometry and find his contact lens for him. That's cool. So I think there's a lot of things that you can do in this game that you can just skip also. Like, this isn't a part of the story. Part of the main thing. It's just like, oh, here, I found your contact lens. It's all nice and dirty. I don't know, maybe that was necessary, I don't know. He thinks he saw Rika at 3C? This is 3B. This school is a little odd. Usually you have the Ichinensei on the first, or the San Nensei usually on the first floor, and then the Ni Nensei on the second floor, and then the Ichi Nensei on the third floor. But, I mean, this school, I don't know where the Ni Nensei are, because this building only has the first year students and the third year students. So it must be like a separate building that the Ni Nensei are in. But it's kind of a weird arrangement. Usually schools aren't arranged this way. So we're just like, checking all the rooms. He said 3C. So we'll go ahead and look in 3C. At least they're all labeled and everything, so it's not, too complicated. So once again, we're asking student E, where is Rika? So it's like a breadcrumb trail, pretty much. She's probably watching us right now, sneaking around, avoiding us. Let's take a look at the map here. Haven't really looked at it. So 3A, 3B, 3C. Oh hey, there's the boys' toilet and the girls' toilet. And then there's a kind of observation balcony. Uh-oh, this time she doesn't care about going into the guy's bathroom, huh? It's like in the first episode, she's like, I shouldn't be going into the guy's bathroom. But yeah, now we've got guts, since we have ESP abilities. Athena doesn't care. She'll just go into the guy's bathroom. If anybody comes in, she'll just wipe their memory. You did not see me here in the guy's bathroom. Alright, girls' bathroom. There's a teacher here. We're okay to be in here, right? So teachers do in their spare time. They just stand in the bathroom. Still can't find her. Mentioned where the boy was. The guy that likes her, I forget his name. Kensuke? Kosuke? Something. Keno. He's got kind of a weird, not a typical Japanese name. There's something here. But yeah, I'm expecting this chapter to be a little bit longer than some of the others. So I'll probably break it up into a couple episodes before we get on to chapter 6. I want to do a chapter per episode, but a couple of these are definitely longer than the other ones. This chapter 5 certainly is going to be longer. Those two are suspicious, they said, of that teacher, the one that's, sort of stalking Atena, the suspicious teacher. They think he's creepy. And I agree. Atena, you should not trust him. But yeah, let me go ahead and take a break here. I know not a whole lot happened in this episode. We just had some cutscenes. But in the next one, we'll continue with Chapter 5. And we'll see how the story goes from here. And once again, I'll make sure to show the steps of where to go and what to do if you're playing this game and you're interested in trying it out and beating it. I plan on finishing it, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll start off here in the next one. じゃあ皆さん、またね。